All right. Question number 9. Fanta, I'm going to go to you first on this one. Who is going to be this year's breakout star? And you can define breakout star however you want to define breakout star.
Well, I am going to go with Mike Miles because I already think he's a star. But when I define breakout star, I'm going to the level of we could be calling him one of the very best players in the sport of college basketball. And now people are more aware of Texas Christian University than they were last year. TCU has a chance to be a top 10 team in America. Yes, folks, TCU has a chance to win the Big 12 conference. Paint that in your brain. I know that that's probably complicated for some of you to hear because you think of Kansas and Baylor, and rightfully so. But the Big 12 truly has multiple horses, not just 2, but 3, maybe 4 horses at the top of that conference race. And I think Miles is a terrific, terrific player. I love TCU's pieces with Chuck O'Bannon Jr. and Eddie Lampkin, who lit the world on fire during the NCAA tournament with how hard he played for Jamie Dixon.
You just like him because he's a fellow big guy.
Oh, he's a big guy
out there killing
man. He's a big guy. But I think that TCU could be a Final Four dark horse team with all they have coming back. And I think Miles is at the forefront of it. So when I talk breakout in terms of that regard, I already think Miles is a star player, but I don't know if he gets noticed nationally because he's in a TCU Horned Frogs jersey. I think that could change because now we know going into the season just how great this basketball team could be. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense. So I have 2 guys on my list. I'm pulling the TO. I'm being the overachiever here. If you're talking about a guy that is like a true breakout who's going from not scoring a ton of points to being a star, right? I'm going to go with Jordan Hawkins at Uconn. I think that kid has all the potential in the world. I think what he needed was a dose of confidence, some better ball handling, and an offseason getting his ass in the weight room. And I think that UConn's going to be able to do that. So I think we're looking at a guy that could end up being in the conversation as a potential first-round pick, maybe a lottery pick if everything goes well for him. He's got the size, the length, the athleticism, the shooting ability to do it. If we're talking about someone going from being a good college basketball player that people like us love to being one of the names and faces of the sport, I'm going with Marcus Sasser. I think there's a very real chance that he could end up being National Player of the Year. We're talking about a guy that could score 20 points and average 4 assists on a team that T.O., you said, could end up winning a national title, could be the number 1 team in the country. So Marcus Sasser, if we're talking about someone like reaching a new level of stardom, and I'm going with Jordan Hawkins being the guy that goes from being kind of like a reserve, no name to being someone that everybody knows and is talking about. Go ahead, T.O. Who do you have?
I like the Jordan Hawkins one. The 2 guys that I picked, we've already talked about. I think Trey Alexander is going to have a great season for Creighton just because of some of his experiences last year.
It's tough to pick someone on Creighton because you could pick like 5 different guys.
Yeah, but he's also
their whole team is a breakout star.
Yeah, but he's going to be the guy with the ball in his hands a lot. So you're going to get to see that quite a bit. Bobby
over Nemhard?
I could see a 2-guard thing. They play so fast anyway. Whoever gets it out of the net's going to be.
It'll be a grab and go thing for them. Sorry, go ahead, Tio.
Yeah. I love the way that McDermott runs those guys. Bobby Pettiford, big strong body, next Carolina guard. Kind of talked about him. And guys, I'm going to swing for the fences. This is a hot take. This is one that not a whole lot of guys
putting the seatbelt on. I'm ready for this. What do we got, T.O.?
Not a whole lot of guys know this unless you've really, really, really kept up with it. And he plays for Xavier. It's going to be his first year, and people don't really know.
I know who you're talking about.
Cam Kraft is going to have a really nice year for Sean Miller. One, because Sean Miller, go ahead. Is it going to work? Yeah, Sean Miller is instilling this guy with confidence. He knows how to get guys shots. Cam Kraft can really shoot it. And if you've ever seen him play, he's got no conscience, and he's tough as shit. He fits that Xavier mold. He's going to have a really nice year as a freshman for Xavier.
Yeah. So I spoke with Sean Miller, same reason I spoke with Greg McDermott. We have a project that is yet to be announced that we're working on with the Field of 68. Hopefully we can let you guys know about that soon in the next couple of weeks. But Sean loves the 2 freshmen he has coming in, Cam Kraft and Desmond Claude. They're both perfect fits for what the Xavier basketball program wants to be. All right. Last question. Question number 10 for our burning questions.